his holy symbol of Freya,
Shit.
and made a vow, and is now a cleric of a prismatic dragon god thing.
He can... No, wait. He does have Animate Dead as an oracle. He's a 6th level oracle. He can create up to twice his hit dice worth of undead. He could create a skeleton land shark.
He can?
Yep.
Then fucking do it. This is your gift. Might have cost you the other ones, but here you are.
Radimer's now considering. We're going to have to cut off. We're going to have to cut it open.
Yeah, let's do that. This would be a very useful creature. If you notice, Arlen's not like, oh no, no more undead. And he's like, yeah, let's do this. That's cool.
Okay, you've given your necromancer master something to do over the next couple of days. He has his slaves basically help cut the beast open and gut it while leaving many of its plates intact. I will do this offline, like create the skeleton armored monster. But yeah, with a single casting, he can animate up to twice his level in hit dice of undead. I think I'll make it a skeleton so it's not slow moving. And it does cost him a bit of components, though. This will cost him 25 times 8. It'll cost him 200 gold pieces.
Oh no.
Components.
Done. During this time, we should probably go exploring to see where this thing's cave is.
200 gold
soon as
pieces
thing-
on
Yeah,
it.
you want to cast a spell or something? Maybe prepare something? I don't know.
No. During the couple of days he's gonna do this, Arlen's first gonna sleep for 8 hours. Various frickin' spells. Can't believe I didn't think of that.
That's awesome. Yeah, actually, you try to find its cave. It doesn't have a cave. It looked like it kind of burrowed out of the earth, but it does have things in its stomach. Things that have not been digested by its very powerful acids. It actually took Beric Tarn, who's got a bit of acid resistance, to sift through it. And let's roll up some random treasure to see if there's something cool that is there.
That's awesome.
I'm going to use my favorite treasure book.
Well, this actually turned out to be really well. I would have traded all those skeletons for a freaking undead bully. 2, 3, 4.
Let's see. This thing was a CR 8? Question mark. Yeah, the hill and mountains random chart is mean, man. It's mean. There was much worse on CR7.
Could have been.
All right, we'll
hill
roll
giant.
treasure. We'll basically say that there was something in its stomach worth of value, and it has to basically be able to survive the stomach acids. So Amit, give me a D100. We'll see what we can find.
Yes, 63.
What the fuck is that? Well, it's a crystal, so that's good.
I was hoping to find like baby bullets like lying around so I could
Just
tame
lying
them.
around, they're just like, come
like tame
collect
them
me.
and like have like a little army of bullets, but I'm not a druid. So
You could have them pull you in your chair.
yeah. Forward, let the light shine.
Oh.
Walks around with a flashlight and a lantern. He's so bright. It's like theatrics, bitch. Okay. Cool. I am surprised no one died, and more so that no one got touched. And obviously, I don't count the undead, so.
Okay,
That's what
there
Adam
is
is,
a smooth, deep blue crystal that is warm to the touch.
Identify. Arlen's gonna identify. As soon as I roll to it. 31, not 20.
Okay, Arlen, you know that this thing is called a, it's an armor stone. Like, you affix it to magical armor, and it can be used, like, on different suits of armor. Only one augment can be used per suit.
Okay.
This one allows you to apply the armor bonus of the armor to incorporeal attacks.
So if you have a +5 armor, you get a +5 to your attack against incorporeal creatures.
No, you get a +5 to your incorporeal AC.
Oh, it's fucking delicious. When I was like, oh, this has nothing.
Yeah, it's an armor crystal augment.
Ow. Look at what we found here. The light shines. In the darkest of places would you look. This stone...
Radimer was busy when you guys were looting he was basically
he
like
explains
a
it
kid in
to
the candy
the
shop.
crowd. Or to the guys.
Yeah, I don't know what that fucking means, priest, says Roger. Could we sell it?
So, well, we could sell it, but I suggest we keep it for now. You would let anyone that fights... If we fight a ghost, it would give you more protection against it. Or anything that's, they're saying incorporeal. Can go through anything that can walk through walls. As long as we have good enough armor.
The fuck are we fighting ghosts for, says Roger.
Let's just keep it until we get to a place where we could sell it. It's quite valuable. How much something like that cost? Ooh. Praise?
Thousands of gold pieces. The one thing about this book is the costs are not enough.
Thousands, huh?
Thousands. Yeah, it is
great.
not a standard magic item.
That's great.
This is an awesome find.
I'd say it's worth keeping.
Yes, I do agree. You should keep it. Who has magic armor that it could be affixed to? You know, maybe we should talk to Radimer next time we're in town. Some of our gear just plain sucks.
I look at the chair like, yeah, I'm aware. You see this? This is my break. It's like this piece of metal in his hand.
Yeah, eventually I'm going to want a bigger crossbow, I think, says Roger as he's thinking about it. What's that pant size?
You saying Silvanus sucks? Because you just criticized the chair.
Oh, you were around? Oh, crap. Oh, the brake is loose. We need to... upgrade.
Always with this Zorbinius guy. What the fuck
Wouldn't-
is a Zorbinius, says Roger.
Wouldn't you want
Zorbinius.
to put more into the cathedral of Silvanus?
Silvanus has no cathedrals.
What do you think I'm sitting in? It's a temple.
It's a chariot, you idiot. And
Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
He climbs on your lap. If you do not treat his chariot properly, Silvanus will make me very angry with you. And if I get very angry with you, I do bad things, and the master will be angry with me to make the master angry with me.
No, you won't, says Ugg as he picks you up and puts you off of the off of Arlen.
You are lucky. The large man and his baby.
Wait. Arlen pulls his shirt down a bit. Yeah, thank you, Ugg.
You are
No one got
protected
that?
by the
No one got
large
that?
man and
No one
his
got that? Okay,
baby.
that's alright. Fine.
But soon he will give birth, and he will lose his strength.
Ug's got 2 arms
Alright.
and like this little decrepit
Cha-
3rd arm because
Chariot.
he's got ogre blood and it's all kind of mutated.
Chariot
Ugg
is-
looks down. He snorts at you. He doesn't like.
That's fine.
He just goes off and.
It's a chariot. That's fine. That's. Just wanted a better chariot for Zorbirnius.
Yeah, keep it up and we'll stick you back in your cage, says Roger.
Okay, just hard.
The dwarves
But
miss
not
you.
today.
The dwarves are...
Oh. Let's pick up the pick.
Okay. Yeah, Radimer basically dumps all of the equipment from the skeletons. He keeps the skulls.
Trophies.
Yeah, trophies of his past undead.
Afterwards.
He leaves the rest of the bones behind, but he keeps the skulls, including the skull of the drake. But he is enamored with his new pet. Are you guys doing anything else? And it takes a couple of days to carve out this creature, and then finally he casts a spell. Rise, my land shark, rise. The thing gets up and is truly horrific.
I would say get an undead
skeletons
picture,
get to keep
but
skeletons always get to keep, I believe, their abilities on their bites. And Savage Bite, it applies its strength 1.5 times, and threatens on a 1920. So I think as a skeleton, it keeps that.
Okay.
Rise.
could that be my new chariot?
No.
Just wondering.
Oh, that is why. That is why Zorbinius brought us around. So the great beast could rise in service of the master. Yes. Zorbinius is wise.
I really just gotta take a picture and send it to Adam. I'm gonna take a screenshot and just send it to Adam. Just have him take it like, what the fuck's going on, guys? I'm so doing that.
Yep. Just taunt him a little bit. Yeah, Adam
Yep.
is in.
He's traveling.
Yeah, he's traveling. Gone back home to visit fam.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. It scolds.
Hold on. Oh, Adam's gonna take a shit when he sees this. There we go.
All right. Are there anything else you want to do? Radimer is busy. You guys found some treasure. Who is taking the item? Or do any of you have magic armor?
No, Arlen will just put it on him for now. Like
Uh,
he's keeping it unless somebody has magic armor, which I don't think anybody does.
Okay.
hang on a sec. I don't know.
I
don't think so.
Nope. No, I think you're pretty po.
Yeah, we're all pretty po. Even our,
Sent it to Adam. It's like,
even our masters are pretty po.
Oh,
They have more
Edward-
money at their disposal than any characters. ever have.
Edward has a +1 studded leather. Arlen has
Jack
breastplate.
and shit.
Yep.
Oh, I should put it on the chair.
If the chair was magical, I'd allow you to play place the armor augment on the chair. Of course, it's not gonna do anything because the chair doesn't really provide you AC. So.
My chair creaks.
Still waiting for Snowbeard to become a floating, talking skull.
Hey,
Snowbeard from hell.
have I told you why you suck?
All right, to be divvied. This is a crystal armor augment.
Arlen's not going to be the one to use this.
It's called Greater Screening, and add your armor's AC to versus incorporeal attacks.
Excuse
Cool.
me.
All right. Is Arlen doing anything else while you're at the house of your god?
If we're going to be here for a few days, he's going to study the area around the water.
Okay. So you go on.
That doesn't bother me.
on walks. So the next day, that next morning, you awaken to the most brilliant sunrise. You position yourself so that the sun rises in the east. You position yourself so that you can see the sunrise through the lake or over the lake.
Yeah, so I'm on the left side of the lake.
And it is wonderful. You now know that there are hundreds, if not thousands. You can see the little silhouettes moving around. That this may be a gateway to the plane of your god, or it might actually be a small pocket of your god's paradise. You're pretty sure that when you die, you're going to come here.
Ooh. Do I like what I see? Or I'm like,
it's you know that the paradises of the gods are usually closed to those who are still living. You can just see that there are silhouettes in the sunrise milling around. Since you are at the place of your god, where your god actually lives, your god will talk to you as you prepare your spells.
like one endure elements, and
So Arlen's way the hell over here. And I think Radimer would have sent somebody with you. This time he sent Ugg to look after you.
Cool. Ugg has an endure elements on him.
Sure. So he's standing a little bit farther back, but
I put an endure elements on him.
okay. You can hear your deity. He hasn't appeared to you, but yes, my disciple. Yes.
We conquered that creature that roamed around. It's no more, and we will bring its corpse with us to serve.
I am the source behind the light. Such a creature as it is now, raised by necromancy, is a foul thing. Remember, you have the sunlight domain now, and sunlight domain's good at destroying undead.
Yeah. True. This guy's not good, so Arlen really doesn't care that much about his god saying so.
You are to concentrate on the things that will make others, other demi-humans, if you will, love the light, seek it out. They must seek me out. We must gather our strength and increase our numbers. For in the light we must be legion, before it is time for us to change our stratagem. You, Arlen the Beautiful, the Light-bringer, go forth to the civilized places, to the cities, and find those who are willing to serve me. Be careful. Be wary of the darkness that travels with you. I don't rather like some of them.
I know of whom you speak. By the rules that binds us in these lands, he's the reason that we're able to do and travel. When we do get to the lands, hopefully he'll be free of the filth that he carries with him, and be able to go around and do as we plan.
Were your path not be through the Fields of Valor, I would have already removed him. But a necromancer may be necessary to cross such a destroyed place. The ruins of ancient battles linger there, and the undead wander in great reckless abandon.
Oh, but your light will burn them down as I clear a path to the future of our legion.
I will spare the little necromancer for now. He should not come back to these shores.
I will let him know. Kindness you show to him for our purpose is for me to learn from. And your wisdom is beyond what I hope to attain.
Okay. There's this weird light that is now pulsing out of the lake and going into Arlen's head as he's receiving his spells. It is different from Freya. It is raw. It pierces your eyes and gives you a headache. But when you blink it away, your spells are there.
Does air guitar. Anyway. Yeah. Thank you, source of light.
Do me proud, and you will be rewarded. Go forth, ordained priest, my light bringer.
Can I cast light on the thing on my forehead?
Yep, it's an object. Bing!
Boom. He just always has... Adam, what am I looking at? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, no, it's too
Oh,
much
wait,
glare.
I can't. Oh, too bad. Oh, too bad. So good. Adam's response, what am I looking at? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'll just let him sit there.
and then not tell him.
Exactly.
You're evil. That's funny.
That's
Okay.
so good.
Ugg seems concerned when the light hit you, but everything okay? He apparently can't see the dragon or can't hear its voice.
Everything is fine, Ugg. Everything is wonderful. Everything is grand.
Yeah,
I'm alright. It's warm. Feels good.
Yeah. He's just kicking at some stones, waiting for you to finish. Then Lightbringer communes with his god, receives his spells, and his domains are now different. Travel
Yes,
and sun,
new
I think?
awesome domains. Yes, travel and sun, yeah.
Okay. You guys pack up. Radimer has this massive armored monster kind of following the cart behind. He was thinking about making it pull the cart, but then it can't kind of wander over and kick ass from enemies, or kick enemies' asses. It is.
That was so awesome.
Which
fucking
one?
Having a blaze of fucking undead. You like that idea?
Radimer liked that idea.
That's awesome. Oh my god, didn't like it.
All right, so I'm gonna form up the caravan. If somebody wants to help me move these things around,
Yeah.
which wagon is next? Covered wagon?
Yeah.
In the supply wagon?
Yep. Horses. Go in the back. Yep. And where's the blaze? Right there. And these guys go right in the back.
Oh yeah, there's an extra horse just kind of tagging along.
Hey, what the hell? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and who's protecting which wagon is kind of what I'm curious about.
Ugg.
Roger will ride with
And
shotgun with old Whitey.
Ugg will sit with him. Actually, Ugg will sit with these guys. And Edward will sit
Mackenzie's
with
back
him.
there already. I guess they can both be back there.
He's going to ride with old Whitey.
Marty.
Yep.
I was just thinking. So, although my god is neutral, it wouldn't be an issue if I became neutral good again, right?
No?
No.
Because Arlen sees the way that he used to behave is good for what we want to do. There's different ways of reaching people, and he thinks he's going to do it the way he does it.
Nemi's
You can behave.
What? Sorry. Man, I can't see my forehead. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I might tell him.
Arlen's a dick now. He used to be nice.
We'll see. Oh, we need to go back. We'll see.
All right. You're a bit sad to go, but your god has given you commands to go forth and to multiply the numbers of his faithful. I'll race these undead, and I'll stick you guys in the darkness. Just gonna separate a little bit. There's the caravan.
Fifth circle is so far away. Fuck.
Yes.
Shut up. Let's look at third, fourth, then fifth. Fuck.
Ninth level, dude. Ninth level.
God damn it. So far away.
All right, leaving the boiling lake of rainbows. Radimer basically has you guys coming out of the hill territory and going into the Fields of Valor. You are deep in the Fields of Valor. You haven't crossed any of these fabled old battle sites yet. It's not until many days later where...
Yeah, I warn people there will be many undead with the path that we travel. Many undead. And that's it. Good luck.
It should please the master. He seems to like them. At least the skeletons. Yeah.
Oh, I have a 30-foot blast, right? It's 30 feet, right?
It's during your travel when you come over a hill and you see it. At first, you didn't quite comprehend what it is. You saw this massive horde of slow-moving undead, kind of just wandering around, all generally going in the same direction. It is like there's 1,000 of them, maybe. What sort of undead are they? Radimer. They're some sort of zombies, perhaps. We should likely avoid the many. Radimer's just standing there. You guys are kind of like hunkered down over a hill looking. We should pause here and allow them to keep on going in that direction. Mortenzi's out of his cage. Like he's actually looking as well. You can see them all kind of like this big mass slowly moving to the north.
Arlen probably needs to sit somewhere where he can channel without causing damage to. Where the hell is it? Where's our lineup? Conversation? Or where? Boiling Lake?
Boiling Lake, yeah.
Okay. So to make sure I'm out of reach.
You've got augment channel though.
Yeah, but how am I can... It's my charisma that I can... How many undead does he have in here?
There are 2 undead that you know of. 3. Armored Monster, Mr. Pickles, and Latara. They're all undead.
The horses.
The horses are living.
Oh, God.
They're just really old.
Oh, fuck. That's horrid. Okay, so I'm going to be sitting on top of the cart. Not on top, like outside.
Okay. Well, at this point in time, your caravan has stopped because you thought you heard something, and you guys kind of all crouched up and approached a hill, and you see thousands of zombies slowly marching across a valley. They don't seem to be heading in your direction, but Radimer's suggesting that we just hunker down and wait for them to go by. Yep.
Yeah, agreed.
They're slow moving, and eventually they're distant enough that you're pretty certain you can get moving again. You start to head down into that valley, and that night at camp, Radimer is suggesting that we don't light fires. You've been circling the wagons, if you will, and even the horses have been inside the circle. While you haven't seen any of the battlefields, you did see perhaps a remnant or a scourge from one of them. It has all of you like basically sitting quietly in the dark under the spring sky, hoping that horde doesn't change direction or stumble into your camp. It's a couple days later, as you guys are traveling over vast distances, where you do spot some things moving on the distance, and they're weird looking. They seem to be kind of picking at the ground, and then taking what they found on the ground and spiking them on themselves.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, run away from that. Are they giant size?
They are giant size.
Yeah, we're running away. Let's run away.
There are 3 of them in this area that seem to be digging at the earth and picking up weapons and old corpses and kind of like sticking them on themselves. It looks like they're gatherers of some sort. Let me check to see.
They're cleaning. They must be goodly creatures.
I gotta grab a monster manual. Give me a moment.
Oh no.
Marty's got a book. Your player's worst nightmares. Volume 1.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
I remember seeing an entry for these creatures many years ago. And going, that is the most horrific thing.
We're never gonna meet the masters with these guys. They're never gonna meet.
Never. They're just gonna die, and then we're gonna keep playing the masters, who never allow themselves to get in a fight. So. Except for Magnus.
So these things are down in a valley. You're looking at them probably from about 1,000 feet away. There are 3 of them. Give me a knowledge arcana, if you care.
Yeah, give me a sec. Arcana. It's a d20 plus 2. 20.
They are constructs. Normally they are large. These things are huge. They're called cadaver collectors. You know that it's either necromancers from this continent or the Imperium or both may have created these things to gather up dead bodies. With a 20, you know that they're incredibly strong. You know that they have construct traits. You know that they are true constructs in that they do not, they're immune to magic. These things are probably 16,000 pounds of metal. They have a dim intelligence, like they're not stupid. Like they're not like animal intelligence.
Yeah.
And the thing that you're probably most afraid of is they can exude paralyzing gas. So sometimes they paralyze people that attack them, and they become corpses very quickly that they then collect.
But their
These things are way too covered in rotting corpses and broken things to see any identifiable markings, especially at 1,000 feet away. But Radimer's like gawking. I have heard of these things before. There's a bit of a tremble in his voice. Cadaver collectors. I think they might be Imperial design. Fascinating. I wonder who they serve.
We should stay clear of them. I'll perhaps direct them towards the thousands of undead that we walked past.
What's the highest level gladiator in the group?
In this group?
Yeah.
I think it's 5.
Who's 5?
I think it's Ugg, isn't it?
5?
Ugg is 4. No,
Ugg is 4. Edward is 4.
Just to kind of give you an idea, you rolled the d20. You rolled the 20. The CR is 3 times that of Ugg's, somewhere in that vicinity.
Each.
Each.
Yeah, we should definitely stay clear of these. We should back away and find a different route. We do not want to run into more of these things.
Radimer's gawking.
Agreed.
To control one of these things. He could tell he wants them. He's staring on it with like a boyish look. Like
Radimir.
Like a wistful look.
Radimir. Hey.
Yes, Arlen.
Not yet. Be happy with the prize that you have now. This is in the future. We will make some of those when we can.
I wonder who they're serving, Master. Yes. A mighty necromancer or wizard commands those things.
These are constructs.
Unless they have a control rod, says Undwin. A control rod. Interesting. Still, one of those things would butcher our entire caravan.
Yes, thank you. They would. And the rest of me would like to stay alive. So let's back it up. We'll have to find another way around.
I would like to know who they serve.
How would you like to do that? You send someone?
He looks at Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles like shaking his head. No,
Mr. Pickles would probably be like,
yeah,
you.
yeah. He goes diving into the cart and climbing amongst the bones and hides in the drake skull. So much power. So close.
But too far away. If we're not ready for such power, it would destroy you. You need to get there one piece at a time.
A fascinating sight. Who knows how old those things are? And how long they've been picking at the ground. The cadaver collectors of the Field of Valor. Wonderful.
And horrible. The question is, are there only 3? They're not smart enough to stay together. They most likely walk. They most likely randomly move around. So there might have been some undead that they recently killed or found.
Yeah, they're not
Fine.
walking anywhere. They're
There's
definitely picking. They're currently kind of scratching at the ground and sticking things on themselves. Like they found an ancient pile of bodies.
Then we better be very careful where we camp as we move through this area.
Yeah, we don't want to be fucking mistaken for corpses, says Roger. Okay, Radimer lingers for a long time watching them. They don't seem to really acknowledge, like, your caravan. They seem to be looking down at the ground and picking things up and spiking them on themselves.
A quick question. Can I mark on my sheet Arlen is familiar with the lake, with the boiling lake?
Seen casually.
Seen casually. Okay. Bottom.
I think we should be heading out, says Edward. Like, Radimer looks like he's just fine with sitting here and watching them all day.
Yeah. Random, we should move. We need to make distance from them while we still can see.
These things are more important than your pretty lake.
Yes, they're also a little bit more deadly. And like I said, there's likely more of them around. It happens there's only 3 here. Who knows how many else there are, or where they are.
Very well. He slowly starts the caravan going away, ordering his new prize, the skeletal armored monster, to follow. And soon you leave these things behind. They don't even look up towards you. They seem to be quite content and in busying themselves digging up old bodies that are near the surface and spiking them and equipment onto their backs and bodies.
Okay.
I think they also gather treasure too. You think?
Nope.
Edward shrugs. Nope, not going to tangle with one.
Nope.
Come on, you can take it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, we're good. 2, 3.
Come on.
We summon one or 2 bastards, sure. That's not gonna happen.
You see one malfunctioning, it's injured. That's hilarious. Okay, the wonders of the road are varied, and not all of them are appropriate for your level. Radimer seems to be disappointed to have to put such wonderful sights to a necromancer behind him, but you are still traveling through dangerous territory in the Fields of Valor.
Yep.
3 1d100s to see if you encounter an undead mob. No undead mobs.
Seriously?
I think I'm okay with that.
All right, you can actually see while the territory itself looks like flat on the map, there is some yellow suggesting that there are hills that you come down out of. You do cross close to one battlefield, which is where you saw the cadavers, the cadaver collectors. But you do see a massive forest stretching almost the entire horizon in the distance. Yeah, this is along the forest. Damn it, Modron. Seriously? Okay. You begin traveling along the forest south until you find an ancient castle. The castle looks like it is a crumbling ruin, but it is jutting out of the forest's edge, and there is a obvious forest road that is near the castle.
All right.
Ratimer doesn't seem to know what this place is.
Okay.
It's almost like you were groping along the forest edge to find the castle itself. So there's
So it's that dot, that black
castle
circle.
ruins. Yep. Fields of Valor.
Do we care to stop, Radomir?
He nods. You can make camp near the castle ruins, or are you going to put some distance between you and the ruins themselves?
Let's leave some distance.
All right. So you find a couple of hills over. You circle the wagons once again, and now I need a watch.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for fuck's sakes! What the? Yeah.
I'll just use the boiling lake map.
Cool.
Okay, I need a camp set up. So circle the wagons, untie the horses.
Give me a sec. Long lake. All right.
Those dwarves in Mortenzi.
Nah, he's proselytizing to them during the road trips.
They don't understand a word you say.
Zobinius speaks to all, though.
I think I've talked it over with Ratimer as they're unlocking Mortenzi. You saved Arlen. You did good. You can wander around camp freely if you want. With the rest of us. Just try to keep this Zorbinius talk to a minimum, yay?
I will call him Hector.
Whatever.
All right. Let's see.
Ratimer has who can hunt here?
I don't know if my guy can or not, because he was supposed to be a gladiator, so I can't remember.
Yeah, make you water. That's it.
You notice Latara and Ratimer having an argument.
Mortenzi's got a +6 on survival, so he's
Okay.
not going to catch much food if he catches any.
I need to eat, she says. Yes, I know. Pickings have been slim.
Knowledge. Radomir.
He looks annoyed. What is it, Arlen?
What did I hear? What they said?
Yeah, she says, but I need to eat.
Exactly what does she need to eat? Humans or animals?
Flesh.
Flesh. Eat or drink?
Either.
Will a summoned creature do? It would only last for moments. I'm not sure if it would work.
I know the answer to this, says Unwin.
The answer is no, I assume?
No,
Otherwise
it will
you'd have-
disappear. It disappears when the creature is destroyed, so it won't work.
Can she feed before the creature's destroyed? while it's alive.
No. You're not going to make me summon my dog to try, are you?
I can summon animals as well.
That won't work. She wants flesh, and she wants flesh of the living. You mean like people? Precisely, says Radimer. Porthos seems afraid of that. That doesn't sit well with some of the slaves that are owned by Radimer.
Yeah. Perhaps a wild animal will have to do for now.
Yes.
Both though would make more than one helping.
I I'll give you a swat.
Ow!
Be nice.
That's whiplash.
Right.
No,
The little hand was pointing at you. Child. He turns so that he's eating from his bowl of beans, so he's not looking at you. Yeah, it does kind of look like a baby arm, says Roger. Old Whitey just sighs. If someone here can trap an animal, maybe some rats, it might hold over before we can get to a city.
Oh, sometimes Mortensi can catch rats.
Then you are the official rat catcher of our caravan, Mortensi.
Oh, again with the rat catching. Yes. Okay. The rats will come. We'll have a battle of wits again. Hector and Mortensi against the rats. The battle begins anew. I must get my things.
A battle of wits again? Did he say again? Edward. Yeah, there's some making fun of each other. Mortensi, give me a survival check as you're commanded to catch vermin. Vermin catcher.
25.
Ooh, good job.
Oh yeah, you end up finding like a groundhog, a couple of rats, and a whole pile of field mice.
There we go.
What do you do with them?
He makes he ties them together like sausage links and offers them to the lady.
Okay. You can see that she's sort of staring out at the sunset that evening. Mr. Pickles is playing with a ball of yarn or something.
I have brought the nutrition that Hector has provided for you.
I must eat, she says.
Yeah. He offers up a possum like it's a sacrifice.
Tell me it's still warm, she says as she snatches it from you.
It's still warm.
She looks at you and then turns away and kind of like hides behind one of the wagon wheels and is like just ripping into it and devouring it.
Ooh, somebody's hungry.
You
Isn't
do
that
notice
right,
that
Hector?
she's got teeth that kind of come out, like kind of they drop out, and she's tearing at it, and her claws are also ripping the creature apart.
I sometimes have claws. Don't I, Zorbini? Sis, you give me claws. I mean, Hector gave me claws.
She kind of wipes the bloody smear from her mouth, a little bit of fur kind of caught under the side of it. You don't understand what the hunger is like. It'll overtake me.
I understand what hunger is like. How do you think I learned to catch rats?
Thank you, she says.
If you need to feed again, simply ask. I will leave this bag here. The smaller portions inside. He looks in the bag. That's very funny. Too bad they're about to die. He hands it over.
Yeah, she grabs the bag and she begins to, she kind of pulls the bag away. She goes off by herself to eat. Radimer isn't commanding her directly. He just sort of is watching the exchange. Your kindness will not go unremembered, mad one, is what she says.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Memories, dreams, visions, madness, it's all the same in the end. Kindness, cruelty, it matters not.
She nods to you. She's not going to argue with the person that's providing her dinner. Let's see. She's got no ranks in survival either. So, yep, she needs Mortenzi to feed.
Okay. The rat catcher.
Radimer, he's pleased that because he doesn't have ranks in survival either. He doesn't know how he would have fed her. It is very interesting that she is undead but still needs to eat. Yes. Interesting, I suppose. Yeah, it's not going to be a problem when we get to a city at all, huh? Roger's just scowling. Hey? No one's quick to agree with him out loud in front of Radimer. Well, that's what I think anyways. Fucking ghoul.
People eat rats in cities all the time.
Only if they have to, not because they want to.
Actually, they're quite good sometimes with some salt and pepper, and if they're charred just right.
Okay, Radimer, as you wander back to the camp, sun goes down. You guys are kind of sitting together. The whistling of the wind. Eventually, Latara comes back. You can hear this weird gurgle coming from her belly. Excuse me, she says. Joram seems bothered by her and goes and busies himself with some paperwork with the light turned down low. Does this happen in the night, or does it happen in the morning, or does it happen in the middle of the night? So 1 is early, 2 it's while somebody's on watch, 3 is early morning. Okay, it happens while all of you are here. Okay. At first it was just sort of a strange noise in the wind, like maybe an animal or something. But then you began to realize that it's kind of like this chorus of weird off-tune wind instruments. But there's lots of them. You guys are all now standing going, what is that? When it's the kind of soft sound of crunching grass and like the rattling of thousands of bones.
Uh-oh.
And then you see the first one, it kind of walks within view of the little bit of light you have in the campfire. Bleached bone. It kind of pivots a little bit and looks over towards you. A bleached bone animate skeleton. Its claws go up and then it starts to wander towards you.
Which map are we on right now?
We're on the Boiling Lake of Rainbows map.
Okay, that same. Is it coming from the side of the horses or the other side, or any of the other 3 sides?
It is coming from the south.
All right. 1.
A single ragtag-looking skeleton has wandered into view.
Okay. 2 secs.
but you can still hear this distant and rattling all around you. All right, it's approaching your camp.